Okay, figured I'd start a bit early today. Couple minutes. So we're in gold 3. We're gonna climb to platinum. I don't... Yeah, so this is the first deck. This is our deck that beat bronze. This is our deck that beat silver. This is our deck that cleared gold. And then these ones were the ones that I was using in platinum. Okay. I think when I get to diamond rank, if I get to diamond rank, I'm going to alter the pack rewards to speed it up at that point. But that's a ways off. For now, we're just doing a nice old casual climb. I'm Darker Gaming, and welcome back to the Duel Masochist Challenge. So this is the deck we've been rocking so far. I added a couple of cards to it at the end of last episode that I haven't yet trimmed. Weirdly enough, I'm considering cutting like a bunch of the equip spell stuff. Right, like Caliburn is really bad to draw, and it's pretty bad to search as well. And I think we're past the point where 500 life points and 500 attack are going to matter. And I think the same can be said for Salamander Fusion. For the trap lineup, I think we're fine on traps. I don't think there's a good reason to do anything about the trap lineup. I think the trap lineup's probably fine. For the monsters, honestly, the fire warriors are seeming like the weakest part of the deck. We need to keep like a critical mass of warriors and beasts in order to make use of Duel Academy, which I definitely want to do. But I think that just having these sort of utility cards like Bullblader, Fencing Fire Ferret, etc. are actually carrying their weight, but cards like Hand of the Six are not. So I think we cut Hand of the Six, and that means our only fire warrior left in the deck is Evek, which means that Durandal is not useful to us in this build. So I think calling it fire warrior is not accurate anymore. So I'm just gonna go with Duel Academy, good stuff. Right, because Duel Academy really is sort of the centerpiece of the deck. If we have a warrior, a beast, or a pyro, and we activate a trap card, we get to destroy a card on the field. So we're sort of loading up on our best trap cards and our best warriors, beasts, and pyros. So I think that is probably the deck we'll run with for the day. Okay, I still think it's probably correct to go second. Most of our cards are some form of removal, which means that it makes more sense to go second into an established board, because the extra card is just worth it. He says, and then opens up a hand of 3 traps at Duel Academy plus a warrior. This would be the absolute dream going first, but especially into Resonator. Do I just go next? I can Divine Wrath for the Crimson Supernova or whatever it's called. I've got an answer for that, I guess. And Ice Dragon's Prison is like pretty good in the matchup. Given the speed at which they're playing, they seem fairly comfortable with the deck, so I think it's probably just a go next angle. If they summon Scarred, then I'll go next. If they don't summon Scarred, then they don't know what they're doing, so I'll use that as my measuring stick. Well, that's Scarred. Basically unwinnable. Maybe I should be picking going first. Yeah, I think I'll try going first for a while. The extra draw seems too good to pass up, but at the same time, I think with all the Archfiend decks running around, we kind of do need to get our traps first. Speaking of Red Dragon Archfiends, I have a sneaking suspicion my opponent is on Red Dragon Archfiend again. Judging by the icon more than anything else. Wouldn't you know it? It's Red Dragon Archfiends. Oh, this could be promising. Looks like our opponent might be a bot. And sure enough, a hand for going second. Well, let's summon the Dream Devourer. 1, 2, 3. I do need to cycle out Clearwing Fast Dragon for a different monster now that I can't actually summon it in this list. Set enemy controller and throw it back. Card extra deck is strange. Not typical of a bot, but normal summon Blade Knight is typical of a bot, so who knows? We'll see if they crash into my Nemalaria, then it's a bot. Okay, it's a bot. Well, a free win is a free win. Not going to complain about a free win. least it wasn't one of those bots that plays excruciatingly slowly, so I'll take it. Now I'm thinking about it, what are our actual targets for Gear Breed now? Mage Power, Vicious Claw, and Archfiend's Staff of Despair. Okay, Gear Breed maybe needs to come out of the list. It was good and it did its job, but I think it's past its prime. I mean, our opponent did nothing, so let's summon the Photon Thrasher and see what they do. Max C. Well, that's fine. I didn't want to summon anyway. That's not true. I mean, I wanted to summon out the tuna and then normal summon a guy and then do stuff, but I'm just gonna pretend that I wanted to do that anyway. I mean, seeing Max C is concerning. Lightning Storm, okay. Well, let's run out the Assailant. The fact that our opponent played Maxi and Lightning Storm means that they're on real cards now. Whether those real cards do anything or not is a different story. Real cards do not make a real deck. I can make Crimson Blader, I can make Magician of Hope, or I can make Utopia. I think we make Utopia here. And we'll set enemy controller, and we'll throw it back. Okay, if they whiff one more draw phase, we just win. That's not whiffing a draw phase. Okay, they didn't go battle phase, which means they don't have any of the big dragon maids. Makes me very confused as to what the hand must be. That could be very good. So let's run out Bull Blader. We'll switch Utopia to attack. What does this card do? It returns a dragon. Target a dragon and one card your opponent controls or in the grave, return them to the hand. So it can bounce my Utopia. And in the process bounce Chamber. again, because it targets, it says return them, not return both of them, which sucks. Fine. Well, let's slap them in the face. We go to main phase 2. We set ourselves Blast Held by Destiny, and then we hope that that gets us there. Odds are good he's going to normal summon Chamber, grab another copy of Tidying next turn. So, question of whether I should activate Bigger Breed or not. Probably not. There are some cards in the deck that I can use it for a discard for. Yep. There's the fusion spell. Hand or grave in defense mode. I don't like that. Summoning out Nurse. We sent Ernest. Okay. Are we going to fusion spell? End of main. I can steal one of them with enemy controller, which would... No, then they bounce the other and return the Ernest to the field, and then they can fusion summon. So this is fine. Depends on if they know how to read. If they don't know how to read Bullblader, then I'm fine. Or if they don't know how to play around Blast Held by Destiny. In either case, that would be ideal. Okay. Destroy one with the highest attack, your choice of tide, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. No, I don't want to use Bullblader. I do want to use Blast Held by Destiny, though. And I think this might just steal us the win. Nice. That is possibly the most undeserved win in history, but I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I almost feel bad for our opponent. Handful of monsters. Oh dear. I'll have to see if they find their way to Eternal Soul, because if they find their way to Eternal Soul, then I'm in trouble. 11 card extra deck. Dark Burning Magic. Not glad to see that they're smart enough to discard that for the free card. Okay, this lets them stack a card. Is it going to be Eternal Soul or is it going to be Circle? Or is it going to be the Field Spell, I suppose? Yeah, Field Spell. I don't know if I have an answer for the Eternal Soul. The only answer I have in my extra deck is linking all the way up into access code, and that would require me to get 4 monsters on the field, which is not something my deck can do in a single turn. Also, Eternal Soul makes them unaffected. Unaffected by opponent's card effects. Okay, so it's unaffected by Illumirage, which is frustrating. Kind of has to be Regeki Reg. Oh, was just pulled away for a minute. But I have returned. Figured that was probably unwinnable anyway. Can't really beat Eternal Soul. Replaces the Dark Magician every turn, makes it unaffected. Well, I guess we go Special Summon Thrasher. Set Canadia, set Pinpoint. And then hope that Canadia is enough to turn skip. Could be Dark Magician. Could be Fiendsmith with a 14 card extra deck. It's Dark Magician, in which case Paleozoic Canadia doesn't really do anything. Not promising. What I wouldn't do for Duel Academy right about now. I mean, Pancratops answers the Eternal Soul, so I'm not super worried. Okay, glad to see they didn't go Dark Magic Circle first. Royal Rare Dark Magician. Banish this from your grave, draw cards equal to the number of Palladium monsters, Dark Magician, and or Dark Magician girls with different names on the field and in the graveyards. Okay. They stacked Apprentice Illusion. I think this is the most value we're going to get out of Canadia, so I may as well use it here. We flip the Dark Magician face down so that they don't have any Dark Magicians on field or in grave. So it denies them a draw, and it keeps my Photon Thrasher alive. And Equip Spell might actually not be bad either. Okay. Now are they immediately going to flip up their Dark Magic thing, or they're gonna? Okay, they're gonna let me summon Pank. Okay, we summon out the Pank. If they flip Eternal Soul, we can pop it with Pancratops now. In the meantime, though, I think we go normal summon Gearfried. Let's try to put the screws on them. Okay, the biggest bungus we have is going to be Utopia. battle phase. Let's run over Dark Magician. Let's not negate our own attack. Eternal Soul. Use the effect to add 1,000 knives. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chain Canadia, because that's just free. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chain Pancratops to destroy the Eternal Soul. So, continuous trap, so it's going to fail to set. It was face up on the field, so now it's going to destroy all of his monsters. And then I get to redeclare. Oh, Magic Karibo probably? No, Illusion. $2,500 defense. That is so annoying. Okay, so at least we know they're not playing Dark Magician Girl. Or if they are, it's in the hand. Oh no, it's not. This is only from grave. I thought this was a lot better than it actually is. Oh no. Not another Magician's Rod. We also know they have the Apprentice Illusion in hand. Okay, so Apprentice Illusion, Dark Magician, and 1 unknown. That's not good. I can accept that. Red Eyes, Black Dragon to summon the Magician, yeah. So the hand is 2 copies of Dark Magician. Good to know that they're on Dragoon as well, so I could die at any moment. The only Link 3 that anyone knows how to summon. Absolutely no. Just absolutely not. And honestly, also no. I need that Canadia as tribute fodder for Guiltia. Because Guiltia does not target. And just like that, we might still be alive. Might need to take a Vac out of the list as well, now that I'm not playing any other Fire Warriors. Now, I know Utopia gets banished. Oh. Huh? I was gonna say, I know Utopia gets sent to the grave if he gets attacked. But, I do have to tribute over the Canadia, because if I tributed over the Utopia, I wouldn't be able to clear the Magician. Well, I'll take it. It's a win. I don't know why they conceded. Not sure how they know what Guiltia does, but who knows, maybe they had to be pulled away for something. Dangerous Bee. Oh, I forgot to take the cards out. Okay, we got Thrasher and 2 traps. Let's hope that gets us there. Oh dear. This is probably a go next. Let's see what they summon. If they put down a real card, then I probably just concede. Considering the icon could be Sky Strikers. Oh, it's Tenpai. Cool. In other words, it's Sky Striker Tenpai. Most likely. Not sure what they're doing in Stuck in Gold rank, but hey. Yep, Sky Striker Tenpai. Okay, I see Duel Academy, I see a trap card, but I do not see a warrior. Other than Ein, but I don't have a way to summon Ein. Well, let's Illumirage beats and hope that it's good enough. This one needs a wind non-tuner, if I'm not mistaken. Non-tuner wind, yeah. Card extra deck. Sky Striker Icon, Border, and Mate. Borrow Supplier. Normal summon Fallen of Elwaz. What? Bot, maybe? Yeah, looks like a bot. let's put Vicious Claw on Illumirage just for speeding up the clock. And I'll put Duel Academy on the field in case my opponent summons a warrior. Amorphage Envy. This is level 10, so he drops to 0. I would love to increase the clock, but can this be tribute summoned? It can. So maybe I summon the Devourer and then tribute summon Ein just to speed up the clock. Yeah, I think I do that. Oh. I'll take it. Now this is weird because yesterday it took me, I think it was 3 or 4 hours to get 10 wins. And I was thinking, okay, I should probably reduce it to 5 wins then. But now we're already 4 wins in. And it's only been 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So I need to take this out of the list. I need to remind myself. Duel Academy. Special summon this. Activate Gearbreed. Set Canadia. Set enemy controller. We're going Photon Thrasher Beatdown, so Gearbreed being able to add Mage Power might be relevant, or Evil Claw, or Mask to drop attack of enemy monsters. But we'll have to see. $60 cards. That's an insect. Anyway, that's also an insect. Frimites. I can't beat Drill Beam. Yeah, I can't beat Drill Beam. Drill Beam at every turn is legitimately insurmountable for the deck. Branded field spell, branded field, Sky Striker sleeves, Sky Striker, icon. I don't like to have to waste it this way, but I'm just gonna play Guilty of Beatdown, I guess. Need a warrior for Time Space and Duel Academy. Well, not for Time Space, but to get the Duel Academy value off of Time Space. Well, that's a card, alright. If we don't die... If we don't die, we can kaiju this. We can't out our own kaiju, but we can kaiju it. Ankh doesn't put back Millennium monsters, does it? It doesn't. Okay, so I am just dead. If you activate a trap card, does this negate activations or effects? It negates the activation. Apparently I can't respond to that either, I'm not sure why. Probably something on the Ankh. I was gonna say, it's a good thing we're not going first, but I guess I'll take it. And that's 5 wins in less than an hour. Question is, do I stop here for the day? One way or another, I do have to just sort of tweak this list. Gearbreed is no longer welcome here, and nor is Yvek. opens up a slot in the deck for something. I don't have enough dragons to play a card like Tempest. I guess I filter by Warrior, Beast, and Pyro and see what the best ones are. Warrior, Beast, and Pyro. I definitely don't have enough Earths for this. 3 that I would realistically normal summon. Or special, I suppose, so 4. Banish this card from grave, take a level 5 high warrior you control and an attack position once your opponent controls. I don't think that fits. It's an 1800 beater that can switch itself to defense and die to draw a card sometimes. Maybe. What level 2 or lower beast monsters do I own? I own a couple. I mean, I now have a way to search Tri-Brigade Kit. Sort of. Yeah, it special summons her, so she'd be a sitting duck on the field. I mean, the level 2 beast pile is not impossible, but I think it's way underpowered compared to what we're currently playing. I mean, I could play Linear Equation Cannon, but I don't think that's worth. I could play Obelisk the Tormentor for the memes, but I don't think so. Don't think that's smart. I think we don't have anything else that makes sense to put in here. Suppose we could add O-Lantern back. It's just Exiled Force with stats, I guess, so sure. So that's the list. It's no longer fire good stuff, it's now just general good stuff. Yeah, I do think I'm gonna call it at 5 wins. So I'll just crack the legacy packs, and then at the next 5 wins I'll crack the master packs. And then I'll alternate, I suppose. Well, let's see what we get. If I'm doing it this way, may as well open them one by one. This is, like, playable? Sort of. Spell trap card of monster effect is activated that targets a dark monster. Activated when your opponent declares a direct attack and you control the monster. Special level 4 lower beast from your hand in attack. Level 4 or lower makes it completely unplayable. Oh, wait. Gem Merchant. During the damage step with an Earth normal battles. It's bad honest for Earth normals. Target a Magispector. Okay, Magispector card. I don't think we have any Magispectors, but who knows. Kurama. Changer Synchron. If it's into the grave for Synchro, change the battle position of an opponent's monster. That's so much setup for nothing. Dark Catapulter. Place a counter, banish cards from your grave equals the number of counters, target that many spell traps on the field, destroy them. Then remove all counters. This is a really, really slow spell trap removal. The Unfriendly Amazon. Offer one monster on the field as a tribute, excluding itself, during each standby phases. If you cannot, this card is destroyed. Monsters used for a tribute summon that are offered as tributes due to other... old card text wording was something else. Do not count. Yeah, we don't count it when you're offering tributes for other things. Not sure how we would do that in the standby phase anyway back in old Yu-Gi-Oh, but sure. It's a 2000 attack normal summon, and it lives for one turn, and it is a warrior, and it is an earth. Might not even actually be that bad. Also, the fact that it kills itself during our standby phase might even be upside sometimes, because it turns on Photon Thrasher and Pankratops. I mean, it's a terrible card, but it could be worse. Fire Formation Kaio. Gives piercing to a Beast Warrior, and then all Beast Warriors gain 300. If I build a Beast Warrior pile, this could be worth it. Depends on what other Fire Formation stuff I pull. I currently don't have any, I don't believe. Genomics Fighter. Level 6 Psychic Tuner. You can normal this without tributing, but its original attack is halved, and its level becomes 3. Declare a monster type. If this card is used as a synchro this turn, treat it and the other synchro material monsters as that monster type for that synchro summon. You cannot normal or special for the rest of this turn except for monsters with a declared type. This is a very weird one. It is a tuner that's level 3 or 6 depending on whether I tribute summon it or not. And it changes type for certain type-specific synchros, I suppose. But it does lock you into the declared type, so it would have to be a synchro monster that requires a specific type that also happens to be the type of that synchro monster. I think I'll have to check, but I don't think we have anything that immediately springs to my mind as worthwhile to summon off of that. Pentastag is a good one to have. Super generic, gives piercing. I mean, just playing this gives us an out to stuff like Crooked Coke nonsense. Mask of Dispel, select the face-up spell card on the field. Control of the spell takes 500 damage during each of your standby phases. When the selected card is removed from the field, destroy the card. So, it is a very slow burn spell. Very slow burn spell, but it could be a win condition in some matchups, but I don't think being a win condition in some matchups makes it worth playing. Maiden of Aqua, so that's kind of Umi. That has to be the Japanese artwork, right? There's no way that's the TCG art. There's no chance that that's what the art looks like in the TCG. Dekoichi we might even play. It might even be worth playing Dekoichi. Flip, draw a card on a 1400 statted body and a dark. I mean, could be worth it. Crimson Sunbird and Armored Zombie. Whoops. Don't think those are ever going to come up. Maiden of Aqua being sort of an Umi is interesting. Oh, this is also an interesting one. This is kind of a floodgate. Considering we do basically no special summoning, we might want to just include this. I mean, it doesn't stop them from summoning, it just limits them, because if they summon too many times they'll run out of cards in hand, and that might be enough to end turns. It's also a card that people probably won't read. I'll have to think on it. This one might be worth including. And then this one is, yeah, discard a card to increase its level. It's not very good. Okay, pack number 10. Huge Revolution. I don't have people running about oppressed people in United Resistance, and even if I did, I can't imagine there's a consistent way for me to summon them. Some decent pulls here. We got Pentastag, Summoning Curse, and Dekoichi. That could probably make the cut. And then the Unfriendly Amazon could also. And Maiden of Aqua is something we could realistically build around later, depending on if we get a lot of Umi support. Two more. Next is not good. Ruthless Denial. Select the monster you control, send it to the grave, and send a random card in your opponent's hand. What they had to do to nerf hand looping. Ignite Veteran is a fire warrior and a normal. I'll have to check what other ignites I have, but I always keep my eye out for these guys, because the ignites are not bad in a sealed environment. And this guy being a fire warrior means we could actually search him off of a card like Durandal, which would mean that we'd have searchable pen scales. Oh. Like, let me just quickly check my ignites. While I'm here, I'm going to bookmark Maiden of Aqua. And then I'm going to search Ignite. Oh, is it? Yep. We have 3 Ignites. A scale 7, a scale 2, and then the main deck guy. Worth remembering for later. But I think that's gonna about wrap it up for the day. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the day. So I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.